Hey guys, welcome back to DirtSheets.com. I'm Zach Brown. With me as always, David Martell.
Yep.
We are the co-founders of DirtSheets.com, and every week we talk about wrestling reviews, various news, and this week we are talking about WWE Extreme Rules 2013. This was a big card. We're going to be talking about that as well as the debut of Curtis Axel on Raw and our overall thoughts on that. So, I should tell you, neither David or I watched the pay-per-view.
We watch wrestling.
We do watch wrestling, but
we just throw opinions out.
I was out of town in Cincinnati, actually. We are centered in Dallas. I was out of town in Cincinnati for my sister's law school graduation, so we didn't get to see the pay-per-view. But we are going to do something called Right Decision, Wrong Decision. We've been doing that since we were doing our podcast, the Dirt Sheets podcast. What we do is we review the results of the pay-per-view, and we talk about if we each thought it was a right decision or a wrong decision, each match result. So let's go ahead and get into the card and talk about each result. First up, the pre-show, The Miz defeated Cody Rhodes. Who cares, really?
Wrong decision.
Yeah, I mean, really, I just hate pre-show matches.
Really, I just hate The Miz, but you know.
I like Cody Rhodes personally more than The Miz, so whatever. We don't really need to talk about the pre-show much. Chris Jericho defeated Fandango. Right decision or wrong decision, David?
I guess it's the right decision to continue the feud.
Yeah.
You know, because Fandango won at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho wins now, keeps going. I'm fine with that.
It's
not a storyline I'm particularly interested in.
Yeah. I'm honestly kind of lukewarm on Jericho's run right now, for Y2J 2013.
It's kind of you just want to see Jericho go into the main event.
Not necessarily the main event, but he's not. But Fandango's not worth his time. Not Fandango.
Who do you want to see him wrestle?
I would be down for Sheamus, Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler. Hello. That would be main event, like you said, but I just love the pairing of Jericho Dolph Ziggler.
I'm fine with Jericho doing whatever at this point. He already gave me his best stuff.
Okay, alright. I just want him to finish strong, too. I don't want him to just peter out.
I know, but...
because he takes hiatuses.
He's so inconsistent. It's hard for him to be a main event guy because you're never going to think he's really going to win. I don't know.
I'm back
fine
and forth on that. I do think it's a right decision that Chris Jericho won. Like you said, Fandango won at Mania. I think that if we're going to get a good feud out of it, Fandango needed to lose here. Any more thoughts on that? No?
No, really? Drinking water?
Thirsty, my throat's killing me. Okay, after that, so this is a big event. Dean Ambrose beat Kofi Kingston for the U.S. title. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a way right decision. I don't know about you. Yeah, we are big fans of the Shield, both of us. I had to think about it for a second.
Of course it's a right decision.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose is the best part of the Shield. He's an incredible wrestler.
Totally.
Incredible on the mic. I love the direction they're going with the Shield. It's been a very slow burn, but it's good that they keep going and they keep on winning. And he's practically undefeated.
Yeah, practically.
Even on our triple threat column, I said, I basically said he was for sure undefeated.
Right, yeah. He had forgotten that The Undertaker had pinned him.
Whatever. Anyways, I'm very happy Ambrose has the U.S. title.
Mm-hmm. It's clear that Kofi was just a transitional thing because they didn't want.
That's always clearly Kofi's transitional thing.
It's not always to me. It's clear after the fact, but it's obvious they didn't want to transition straight from Cesaro to Ambrose. They needed a face for that transition. But
Kofi is. I'm sorry.
I don't know what Kofi's doing, but
do not care about Kofi at all.
Yeah.
At this point.
I like Kofi, but what does he do for WWE right now? It's tough.
Boom.
But Dean Ambrose, there's a lot of stock behind him. There's a lot of buzz behind him. I love the guy. He's great on the mic, great wrestler. I'd love to see more of him. Just as we got with Cesaro, the U.S. title really elevated him. I want the same for Ambrose. So. Sheamus defeating Mark Henry in the strap match in about 8 minutes.
Oh, sounds fantastic.
We said last week we're not looking forward to strap matches.
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too.
Decision.
I'm lukewarm about it. Who cares really?
I mean, it's not a storyline I particularly care about.
I think I would have been more interested if the gimmick was different. But
yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know what gimmick would be that great.
I don't either, but I don't know. Maybe a tables match or something.
Sure.
I'd have been more into that, but Sheamus and Mark Henry, I feel, are kind of treading water. I like both guys a lot, and I don't know if I would have liked either man to lose, but one has to, and I'm fine with Sheamus winning. Sheamus is great. It is what it is. So, Alberto Del Rio defeating Jack Swagger in an I Quit match for the #1 contendership. I feel this is the right decision because it's not Jack Swagger, and honestly, I feel that Alberto Del Rio is the lesser of two evils here, just because I'm really sour on Jack Swagger after his whole drug bust and Mania match, and especially the terrible gimmick he's having with Zeb Coulter. I really not a fan of that at all, and Alberto Del Rio is much more watchable to me. So
yeah, no, I agree. Definitely right decision. I don't want to see Jack Swagger near title until he proves himself again. Not that I particularly care about Del Rio, but I'd rather see a Del Rio Dolph Ziggler feud than a Swagger Dolph Ziggler feud. Totally. It makes sense. It works. Face, heel, whatever.
Yeah, and it was easy to predict going in, especially. You can't have heel. I mean, that's really rare.
I would have been more excited about the ladder match I think they were supposed to have.
Yeah.
The triple threat. But, I mean, obviously Dolph Ziggler had some serious problems.
Yeah. Up next, The Shield defeating Team Hell No. This was a big event, too. We talked about it on the triple threat column as well. I think this is a way right decision, of course, as I'm sure you do.
I think it's a way left decision.
Oh, good. While I'm much bigger on Ambrose winning the U.S. title, I do think that it's great that all three members have gold right now. That's huge. It makes the Shield look great.
Makes me think they're going to have a bigger member eventually. I don't know. I just feel like there's going to be someone else.
One of our writers, Chris Lemche, actually was almost predicting that Ryback is going to be a surprise member in their group.
I can see CM Punk coming back and being a part of that.
I hate the way
I
hate when CM Punk takes over a stable.
I can
sometimes.
see how
it has failed in the past. It would fail again.
But
I love CM Punk. But
I love that they won the tag titles because I like the Shield holding gold, but mainly because this is the opportunity to break up Team Hell No.
Totally.
I like Team Hell No.
Yes.
I love them, but I want to see Daniel Bryan move on. I want to see him be a singles guy, and it's his 32nd birthday today, Zach.
Is that right?
On this day.
Okay.
Which is Wednesday, because we're recording late.
Yeah, we're recording a little late this week.
But I want to see him move on to better.
Me too. I mean, he needs to be thrust in the main event again.
Not that I dislike Kane or anything. It was great while it lasted. It went on a little too long.
I agree.
Personally,
I agree with you.
These type of tag teams aren't supposed to last very long.
Well, they stopped being funny after a while.
It's not that they weren't funny. It's just okay, whatever. Something needs to happen.
I really think they did stop being funny, but anyway. So after that, Randy Orton defeating Big Show in an Extreme Rules match. What do you think of that?
I knew Orton was gonna win. Like I said, you thought the Big Show was gonna win.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I guess almost the entire pay-per-view right.
I don't know if he did. I don't know. We'd have to go back and look.
Yeah.
But
I don't watch our show.
Yeah. So I did. I did predict wrong last week. Big Show didn't win, obviously.
It's good for Orton, but I still want to see Orton turn into a heel. The match didn't matter. I want to see something that matters. I want to see Randy Orton back doing something that's meaningful. Because right now, once again, he's just another guy I really don't care about.
I would have been interested in seeing this match with it being an Extreme Rules match. I think that would have made it a little bit more watchable. But overall, probably not my cup of tea with these two guys. I would have. I don't know. I just don't see Orton Big Show being well. I don't see them having a lot of great matches together, just because that their style. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, so next we had John Cena versus Ryback in a no contest. Well, no, sorry, in a no contest. They fought to a no contest. Yeah, right. The no contest match.
No one wins.
No one wins. You know it going in. They had a last man standing match. It was ruled a no contest. Right decision, wrong decision.
Wrong decision. I do not like any no contest matches.
Yeah.
I want a winner.
Yeah.
I thought.
Why would they do that on pay-per-view?
I don't know.
Especially when John Cena's injured. He's working injured.
It was stupid. I thought for sure they were going with the Superman John Cena against all odds defeating Ryback, triple FU off the top of the arena.
Triple FU.
But it didn't happen. It was a no contest. They wanted to make, I don't know, Ryback and John Cena look like equals or something ridiculous.
That's stupid
like that.
to me. Totally stupid.
Terrible outcome. Definitely when this is one of your main event matches, you don't have a no contest. Not on pay-per-view.
Yeah, no, I agree. Totally not on
I'm not a fan of any no contest, any DQs on pay-per-view. I don't like any of that stuff. When you're paying money for pay-per-view, you expect a finish.
Totally.
At least that's how I look at it.
To me, like every time they use a no contest or a DQ finish on pay-per-view, it really feels to me like they booked themselves into a corner, or they just didn't know how to end it, and they'll just delay it till when it matters or when they feel it matters. If you don't know how to end a match, don't have the match. Like
to make it worse, now they're gonna have an ambulance match.
I know.
They know how great
I hate ambulance matches.
Sorry, no, ambulance matches are awesome.
No.
Remember the awesome John Cena Kane ambulance match?
People hated on that.
Yeah, because it was terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful. You don't have ambulance matches. Whoever created that,
terrible. It's about as bad as I don't know what would be as bad, but I definitely don't like that match.
A bull rope match.
Yeah, similar. I don't know, but you like but at the same time you like a casket match, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, but see that's a similar concept. You got to put them in a casket. You got to close the ambulance doors. What's the difference?
Gimmicks.
A little too gimmicky.
No, there's just gimmicks behind.
And then once they're in the ambulance, they go whoop 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 whoop. Yeah, that's stupid.
Because they're hurt so much, they have to take it to the hospital immediately.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of that outcome. But really, I don't like either guy right now, honestly.
I don't either.
Simple as that.
That's the WWE title? Because it doesn't matter.
I don't know. And finally, Brock Lesnar defeating Triple H in a steel cage match. How weird is it that closed the show?
Yeah, I was not expecting that to be the main event. I was expecting John Cena Ryback.
No, I really loved their match at WrestleMania. I don't know. I think their match at WrestleMania divided a lot of people. Some people were into it, some people weren't.
I thought it was awesome.
I thought it was awesome, yeah. I thought it was totally awesome.
And I heard this was the best match on the card, from what I was reading.
Well, as it should be.
And I would love to see it.
Yeah, it sounded brutal.
That's what I love.
Steel cage.
I want Brock Lesnar murdering people.
Yeah.
That's what
especially
I
Triple H.
Yeah, even better. When it's Triple H getting murdered, it's even better for me.
Yeah.
So right decision because Brock Lesnar needed to win here. Send Triple H packing. Oh, I'm too old. I can drink water. I don't know. Whatever he's doing on Raw. Stupid. Triple H, I don't care. I'm glad Brock Lesnar won. I'll see him in another 15 months.
Yeah.
He kills the next guy.
I'm glad Brock Lesnar finally won here. Triple H has won too many of these. Especially since Brock has looked so dominant in every one of these matches. It's like, come on, it's time for him to win the rubber match, you know. I'm glad that ended the pay-per-view overall, and I'm glad Brock Lesnar won. Okay, so overall, would you have bought the card?
I think so.
You would have?
I think it's big that the Shield won the titles. I think that's kind of a moment.
I would have been happy about that
moment.
for sure, yeah. That's two memorable moments.
You know, it's mixed. Because I'm thinking of the no contest and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't care about, but I think I would definitely want to see the Shield winning, and I would want to see Brock Lesnar, Triple H cage. I think for me that would have been enough to get into the show.
I don't know. See, for me, there's maybe like two matches I'm wanting to see here, and that's not enough for me to purchase. Now, I mean, the same sort of thing was going on with WrestleMania for me.
Yeah, WrestleMania's bad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. That's one of the worst WrestleManias in recent memory of the last maybe 10 years. It's got to be one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, I personally, it's not enough for me to invest in. I mean, yes, I was completely unable to, and I would have loved to review it, like give a full review for this show. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know if I would have bought this because, when, like, even just the upper mid card is like Randy Orton, Big Show, and Mark Henry, Sheamus, stuff like that. I mean, like, those pique my interest, but they're not like making me pull out my wallet. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like I really would have tuned in for the cage match, and that's maybe it.
Oh wow!
So because there was no World Heavyweight Title match, obviously, I don't even care about the number one contenders. I don't like the WWE title scene right now at all. There's the Shield and there's the cage match, and that's it. And even going in, you don't even know that the Shield's going to win.
Right. Maybe
I mean, going in, you don't know that the Shield's going to win. So I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so that's our thoughts on the overall card. Yes, we didn't see it, but obviously we have strong feelings on the results. So with that, this past Monday night, there was a big debut of Paul Heyman's third guy, his third client, and it turned out to be Curtis Axel, which is a repackaged Michael McGillicuddy. Now,
Well, they weren't. He's repackaged, but they're not acting like he wasn't Michael McGillicuddy.
No, because a name change is repackaged.
No.
If I call him something different, he's not Michael McGillicuddy.
On Raw, Paul Heyman was like, we gave him the name Curtis after his father, and the name Axel after his grandfather or whatever. So, I mean, they're not acting like he never was Michael McGillicuddy. They basically changed his name from the crowd.
Who cares?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it because the thing is, he is a decent wrestler, and he can't talk. That's what he is, and that's why Paul Heyman is perfect for him, because Paul Heyman, what's so good about Paul Heyman is he takes the best out of anybody.
Is he a decent wrestler? Let's go back to that.
He is a decent wrestler. He's not a bad wrestler.
I don't think he's a bad wrestler. I don't know if he would put my butt in the seat, so to speak.
I'm giving him a shot because I've watched many wrestling matches with him.
I'm keeping an open mind, but
I mean, to me, it's like if Paul Heyman says this is my guy, then I have to be like, okay, let me give him a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Paul Heyman hasn't done me wrong in the past, and I don't think Paul Heyman would actually be a manager of.
I don't know. Did Paul Heyman not do you wrong in the past? I mean, like, okay. Like, Big Show, the ECW title, he was his manager. Did you like that period?
Yeah, Big Show was awesome.
Okay, all right. I didn't know you liked him then.
Big Show was cool when he had the ECW title. But even before that, when Big Show, the awesome days of SmackDown, Paul Heyman was Big Show's manager. I loved it. Paul Heyman was bouncing around everywhere then. But I have to give this a shot because, although, Michael McGillicuddy, Curtis Axel, whatever you want to call him, he's not flashy.
No.
But I have to give him a shot and see if he can be something better.
Okay. I mean, he just looks like McGillicuddy with a full beard.
To me, there's a reason. There has to be a reason why guys like Triple H and The Rock back him. If they're not backing him, if they're backing him, there's something special about the guy.
I do wonder why they back him. I don't think he's that great in the ring.
Maybe we just
haven't I haven't seen him do anything flashy or impressive.
I've seen some very good stuff of him on NXT. But obviously, like the old. I'm talking about
the old
NXT now, not.
Oh, he was. Him on that.
Yeah,
okay.
Not NXT,
second season.
Yeah,
okay.
He was okay on there, but nothing great.
The Genesis.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. He can't talk.
Right,
I know he can't talk, but Paul.
Maybe he's taking some lessons.
Brock Lesnar can't talk either, but he can be awesome. So
he doesn't have the physique of Brock Lesnar.
Well, no one in the world has the physique of Brock Lesnar. He's a freak.
I know. I don't know. I'm hot and cold on it. I couldn't help but like giggle when I heard about Curtis Axel. But I don't. And the whole thing of like, okay, if Triple H is so high on him, why can't he give him a pin straight after? Like straight after the pay-per-view. Obviously, in storyline, he is weak after losing his cage match with Brock Lesnar. Why can't a debuting Curtis Axel, who is supposed to be a big deal and Paul Heyman's guy, pin Triple H on on his debut. I mean,
I have to agree with that.
Triple H, like, okay,
He should have laid down for him.
Their match was maybe about what 2-3 minutes, right? And then Triple H starts kind of just doing this thing where he's just shaking his head. He doesn't know where he is. He's outside the ring. And then he sits down and has a bottle of water and tells the ref he can't continue. Like, if you're so high on the guy, just put him over. You know, there's a meme going around that I found this morning. I found it this morning.
He'll make
where
stuff fast.
No, I know. He goes, what is it? It was something like too exhausted to put over talent or something like that. And it's so true. It's like, why, if you're so high on the guy and he's supposed to be the next big thing, he's calling him his guy, just let him pin you. What's the problem? It's just wrong. Like,
I like that.
I just don't.
I want you
What's
to
the
find
mentality
that
here? If he's
put it
supposed to be a
behind
big
us.
deal, and I know that they're gonna say, "Oh, he's the man that retired Triple H or put away Triple H for now," but I just, it's a joke. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so you're wait and see on him. I'm a little more negative, obviously. I will give him a chance. I will try to keep an open mind, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I wasn't thrilled with his Raw debut. So anyway, so that's going to be about it from us this week, guys. Check out dirtsheets.com. We have a bunch of new columns right now. Triple Threat column is back with a vengeance. Smark versus Mark. We got if you did want a full review of Extreme Rules 2013, it is on Wrestling to the Max, the podcast on dirtsheets.com. So check that out and have a good week in wrestling, guys.
Bye.
Bye.